Good morning, sisters and brothers. At the start of this day, let us be inspired, hopefully, by the speech of Jesus. Jesus speaking to us, I am the bread of life. This Jesus who says, I am the bread of life, says, I will not reject anyone who comes to me. I think this is the secret of great people. They don't know how to reject. Even they reject, they can transform them. Come to think about it. Great people, founders of religion, can transform even the worst into the best. And this is the gift of Jesus to us, assuring us, I will not reject anyone who comes to me. Why is it that Jesus does not reject anyone to me? Or sa Tagalog, pwede nating sabihin na kay Kristo walang panis na tinapay. Na kahit na yung panis na tinapay, pwede niya pang i-rebake and gagawin niyang pudding. Alam mo sa amin kasi, sa Ilocos, pudding is one of the best baked bread. Pero alam mo yung pudding, yun po yung mga natirang tinapay na hindi nabili 2 or 3 days. At gagawin nila, they make something out of it. And it can be the best pudding. Jesus does not reject anyone who comes to Him. Why does He not reject? Because everyone who comes to Him are gifts of His Father. Kaya minsan, magtataka na lang tayo sa sarili natin kay Kristo kapag tayo nagkukumpisal, for example. Jesus, bakit ba hindi ka napapagod na? Forgive me. Bakit hindi ka napapagod na pinapatawad ako? Because Jesus sees in us that we came from the Father, even if at times we don't see ourselves as coming from the Father. Bakit si Kristo, kadalasan, laging tinatanggap tayo na kahit tayo mismo, hindi na natin matanggap yung ating sarili? Because Jesus knows our worth, our value, more than we know ourselves. And every time we encounter Jesus, every time Jesus accepts us, every time Jesus forgives us, He is simply saying to us, there is something more in you that you don't realize. How beautiful it is na sana sa araw ngayon, sa pagtanggap ni Kristo sa atin, sa kabila ng ating mga hesitations to approach Him, to get close to Him, we recognize that there is something bigger than what we think of ourselves. And what is that? No matter what we have done to ourselves, the mess that we have done to ourselves, we remain to be children of God like Jesus. And there is no greater gift in us than to recognize that indeed, anak tayo ng Diyos. At pag anak tayo ng Diyos, is there something that would reject us? Because the person who would reject us rejects the Father, the giver, our God. That is why in the first reading of the day from the Acts of the Apostles, the deacon Stephen died for the sake of that being a child of God. I will fight for this. Kahit na I am rejected, I will not even reject people who persecuted me, who murdered me. That is the reason why Deacon Philip would continue on his work of preaching the value of the human person. And we realize that St. Paul, in the first reading of the day, blinds himself with that gift and would eventually come into conversion and recognized that the greatest gift we can offer to people is not judgment, but to welcome them as children of God. Minsan nakakalungkot na sa loob mismo ng simbahan, masyado tayong mapanghusga. That is the opposite of God. That is the opposite of Jesus. Today, Jesus starts this day by telling us, I will not reject anyone who comes to me. Do not refrain people to come to me. Amen.